In this week's episode of the Working with Todoist, I'm going to show you ways that you can speed up using Todoist. Hello and welcome to episode 157 of my Working with Todoist series. My name is Carl Pauline, and in this week's episode I'm going to show you 5 fantastic ways to speed up using Todoist. Now, Todoist on its own is fast. Its synchronization is fast. The way that it works on your computer is fast. The way that it works on your mobile device is fast. So the only thing that really needs fixing is you. Now, the reason why I want to do this is quite simply because if getting your tasks into your to-do list manager, in this case Todoist, is slow, then you are going to resist collecting all the tasks that are really important. And when I say collecting, I mean collecting your ideas, your commitments, your to-dos, collecting them in as quickly as you possibly can. Now, when you're capturing quickly, you will capture easily. And when you start capturing easily, your system will start working seamlessly. And that's why I really want to take some time today to show you the 5 ways that I use Todoist on a daily basis to really speed up my use of Todoist. So there's no resistance to collecting tasks. There's no resistance to finding what needs doing next. But before we get into Todoist, I would just like to say, if you like this video, please click on the like button below. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please subscribe. Okay, let's get straight into Todoist and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, the first one that I'm going to tell you about is learn and start using the Shift Command A keyboard shortcut. That's Shift Command and A is going to give you a dialog box just like this, and you can type in this is a task, hit return, bang, it goes straight into your inbox. Now that also works across any application that you're using. So I have this wonderful article here written by Jim Rohn, and in this article, if I suddenly, while I'm reading the article, I have this idea. Shift Command A brings up the dialog box. This is another task, and the reason why I've done that, bang, gone, there it is. It's in your inbox. If we go back to my Todoist now, you'll see this is a new task. Actually, you can see I've been practicing. And so I've been practicing, but this is a task, this is another task. They go straight into your inbox. They're just wonderful ways of getting yourself to be able to capture and collect things really, really quickly. Number 2 is get used to the @ the hashtag and the P. So what I mean by that is, let's say this is a task, and I'm going to regret this, but the reason why I'm doing that is important. The @ is going to bring up your labels. I'm going to call this the next action. The hashtag is going to bring up your goals. Your goals is going to bring up your projects, and the P is going to bring in the flag. When you do that, when you learn how to do those really quickly, that is going to move things really, really fast. This has come up here, and that reason why I did that. So it's just hit return. So get used to using those quick actions, the @ the ampersand or @ the hashtag and the P. They really do speed up your processing when you're processing in your inbox. Number 3 is get the browser extensions. What I mean by this is, let's say I'm reading this and I think, wow, this is a great article. I can use my browser extension, which I've got here, as you can see. I hit that and just hit return. That gets dumped straight into my inbox, as you can see. There we go. Why personal development is critical. And another reason why you want to use the actual browser extension is simply because when you click on that, it's going to take you straight to the article, as it did there, although the article was already there. So that's a really good one. But another one that you should get if you're a Chrome user, here I am in the new Gmail, and you can see that I actually have Add to Todoist extension in my Gmail. If I click on that, that's also going to allow me to add the task. It's also going to allow me to add the project, the label, a reminder, the flag, and the quick comment. So these are really super fast, and they are just going to speed up the way that you use Todoist on a daily basis. So get the Add to Todoist extension for Gmail. It is available in the new Gmail, as you can see, it's right there. And use the keyboard command also for your web browser. Number 4 is actually create yourself a dashboard. Now, the reason why you do this is because this shows you what you want to see on a daily basis. So I have my inbox, I have my today, and I have my waiting for labels there. So the reason I put my label waiting for at the bottom is as I go through the day, I can see all the tasks, and as I'm clearing the tasks off, the waiting for comes up. I usually check my waiting for label at the end of the day, so that's why I have this, the actual setup like that. You can change this very simply by just going into your settings like here and going to general, and you can set up your start page, which is essentially what it is. I call it my dashboard. Mine is p inbox, overdue, today, and waiting for. You can use whatever you want. If you go in there, you can actually get one from all your projects and labels and blah. You can do whatever you want from in there. But I like to use my custom query. It shows me what I want to see when I open up Todoist first thing in the morning. Right, next up is number 5, which is, I guess, the last one, is start using the shift and select. Now, what I mean by shift and select is I'm going to go into my inbox here. When you move your mouse at the side of it here, you can see these 6 dots. If you hit the shift and select and then go down to the bottom there, shift and select, you can select multiple tasks. Now you can reschedule them, you can move to a project, you can put a P value to it, or down here you can add labels, remove labels, you can archive, duplicate, and delete. You can do all those just from the shift select function. It's a really good function to use if you're doing a lot of processing from your inbox. And finally, this is a bonus one, and I keep talking about this all the time for you guys. This is actually a bonus task, and this is create your own workflow using the pinned favorites. And as you can see, I have my workflow, and I've covered this in recent videos because I just love this feature. It allows me to just get straight into my day. I look at my dashboard, anything that's really important, anything standing out, and then I hit my favorites. Here I got my today's objectives, they're completed for the day. My today's focus, which I accidentally completed my clean Mathis and back of TV, but I know I've got to do that. And then finally my next actions if I have time at the end of the day. Incidentally, when I was talking about learn to use the Shift Command A keyboard shortcut, you can actually modify this by going into the preferences, and as you can see here for shortcuts, you can show hide Todoist if you wish, and you can add a quick task. I've got Shift Command A. You can choose one, whatever you want. You just record whatever one you want. So that's how you can change that. Okay, hopefully that's given you some ideas about speeding up Todoist. I really strongly recommend that you play around with some of these ideas that I've given you because they really do help. And once you get super fast with Todoist, there is no barrier to you collecting the stuff that you need to collect on a daily basis. Okay, thank you very much for watching this episode. It just remains for me now to wish you all a very productive week.